Hi, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. I am Coach Sherry, and I am driving and going live at the same time. This is Monday night, and today is day 85 of me going live every day for 90-day challenge. For those of you that are new to channel, this channel is about workforce development, career readiness, entrepreneurship, real life, real issues, and real talk. And I am so excited to be here. Today is Monday, but it feels like it's the end of the week because I'm just coming back from an event, someone that I know that is dear to me, that I respect as a professional, and has turned into a really good friend. Her and her family are moving, and I'm just excited to have been able to send her off her bon voyage. They are moving to Utah, as a matter of fact, Salt Lake, Utah, which is really interesting. I'm trying to change the layout of this live. Let me see. Let me see. Um, because I do want to start doing it in portrait. Let me see. Oh, I can't change it. All right. Yeah, I wanted to really get into doing it in the portrait. I know that a lot of content creators are starting to do that more. YouTube has so many new options out here with, how you are able to do your lives, your pre-recorded videos, your shorts, your podcasts. And again, so with my channel, even though I am live, I do have a podcast, and it's Real Talk with Coach Sherry. So I appreciate all of the support that you all have given me with that. Going back and looking at some of my previous recorded podcasts has been great. And yeah, today was such a hot day here in the Carolinas. And I know that a lot of people are preparing for their vacations or their sessions, just to be able to get away and relax and relate and not have to worry about what you typically do on a day to day. But for me, it was very busy, and I'm going to be busy for the next couple of weeks. It's just a lot going on, but it's all good stuff. And I wanted to honor my commitment to going live. I'm heading home. It's late, and I know when I get back, it's going to be late. My youngest of three is heading back to where she is living right now, and I wanted to get home in time to see her off because she's traveling in a different way, different mode of travel, let's say. So yeah, there is a new system, and I hope that Slasher Chick will talk about this. And it's similar to Chat GPT, also Perplexity, but it's on the Google side of things. And I can't recall the name of it. Oh, it's called Genesis. And I'm understanding that it is going to do exactly like Chat GPT, but it's through Google. And I was wondering how Google was going to stay relevant in this AI thing, that's going on. So many different AI platforms are out here. And in the past, before AI was a thing, everyone would Google any question that they had, any kind of research, anything they were looking up, they would Google it. But now most people, they keep a Chat GPT or a Perplexity up. And if they have a question, if they want to do some research, they just type it into the comment or to the box and get populated so many different responses. And so that's kind of hard. That's the type of competition, to figure out when, you type something into Google and it just gives you all these other sites that you didn't have to kind of comb through. And I was happy to see that Google did step up its game, and they are doing, it's called Google Genesis, and it's similar to Chat GPT. There was a content creator who compared it to Chat GPT, and in many instances, it did much better. And so I'm excited about it. I don't know why, but if you do the paid version, they all are at the same price point, which is $20 a month. And to get the advanced version. And I'm sure that you can, what they do for you, you can get it probably for cheaper. So whoever is creating these types of platforms are making money hands over fist for sure. But it's exciting to be on the front end of this. I know there are a lot of companies and people that are not happy about AI and what it's doing, but just think, we are at the cutting edge. We're at the beginning stages of it, and we get to see how it will evolve. And instead of just looking at it from the sidelines, it's really important to get in and play with it. See how you can use it on a daily basis. Understand all the different pieces to it and all it can do. Because what this other content creator had shown was, you could even get them to make a logo. You give them, the thought, the concept of what you're trying to portray with your business or your idea, and it can actually generate a picture, an image to reflect that. And then, from there, you can tweak it how you want. But it's a lot of original creative things that, these platforms can do. Yeah, they probably are going to replace some things, but at the same time, new things will come about. So it's a matter of being in position, and that's why it's important to upskill and reskill yourself at all times, and basically at all costs. But luckily, with these, they're free to try and just play around with it. There's a lot of things that I use with technology, and so many people are like, oh, how do you do that? How do you use it? I mean, I didn't take a class, I just played with it. Even with YouTube, there's so many people that are novice to YouTube. How do you upload? How do you do this on YouTube? How do you change this information? And I don't know everything about YouTube, but there's so many people that are still trying to figure it out, and they use that as an excuse because they just are like, oh, I didn't take that class, or I missed that day in class. How to do this, that, or the other on YouTube. Well, I didn't either. I played with it. So I'm saying, for those of you that have been viewers here on YouTube and are considering becoming a content creator, there was someone that came into my live yesterday, and I was really excited to see her. It was a new person, but she was saying how in the past, she's been on YouTube for many years as a viewer, and now she's trying to build up a channel because she has a point of view she would like to share. And that's typically what happens. You start off as a viewer, and then you say, I want to grow a channel. And so that's what she's saying. And, you probably are wondering, like, how do you grow a channel? And that's when I recommended to her to find a tribe. And there's so many different tribes out here. And that's groups of people that are similar to you. They may be similar to you in so many different ways. It could be by age, it could be because they're new to being content creators also, so they have small channels. It could be where they live. I know a lot of content creators that live in North Carolina. It could be you have the same hobbies. This particular person, she makes gift baskets. So it might be, a group of people that do gift baskets. It could be travel. And once you connect with them, it's more than just looking at their videos and maybe even subscribing. It's also about leaving comments and having conversations with them so that they can see that you are a real person too, and ask really good questions. Share your point of view of something that they've shown. Maybe it's something you've also done, and they will become curious and want to check you out. I know for me, when I see some, people coming back time after time that I may not have seen initially or was not aware of, and I see them coming back over time to my video, making comments, saying things. I was at Biltmore Estates on Saturday, and Sunshine Films was like, "Oh, my sister took her wedding pictures there," but I'm already connected to him. However, if he was that type of person that he periodically came and made comments on my videos and then said something like that, that would make me curious to see what he was about, because he already has a family member that understands the beauty of the place that I was just at. So, what kind of content does this person do? And that's how you kind of organically grow your channel, connect to like people. And that's why I call them your tribe. And, see what they're about, talk to them, don't just be silent. If think about it, if you were in person and if you went to an event and you had a product or a business or an idea, or if you were new to the area and you were trying to figure out, what doctor for certain things or the best place to go for to live or to shop or to whatever. You don't go to those networking events to just sit around and not say a word to anyone and just listen to conversations. No, you go to meet people and you go to contribute to those conversations and ask questions and introduce yourself. And that's just how it is on YouTube. It's a virtual networking platform. And sometimes content creators, especially if you are checking them out on live, initially they may look at you like, wait, who are you? What's going on? But 9 times out of 10, after they realize, I'm tripping because I'm just happy that people are here tuning in. So let me not act like this is such a, weird thing. How are you? Thank you for coming into my live. I appreciate your support. What's going on? How was your day? And then that's how the conversations should go. But I do know there are some content creators that make you feel kind of strange when you go in and say hello. It's almost like they stop the live and are like trying to figure you out right then and there, and they don't really continue with the flow. And I wonder, how are they in real life when they meet people outside of the virtual platforms? If someone comes up to them at an event and says hello, do they pause? Do they look at the person like they're crazy and say, why are you speaking to me? Maybe. And if so, that might not be someone you want to stay connected with. I don't know. But, it's all about being truly who you are. This is on and off the platform. I know there are some people that have different personas on this platform too, because that's the brand that they are showcasing for the platform. But if you're talking about your lifestyle, giving advice on, things that you know about, be true to who you are. You never know where this opportunity may take you. You don't know how impactful you may be to someone that's looking for your content. You may have a word that will just resonate with them in that moment of their life. There's so many people out here, and we can't take it for granted that what's common to us is common to everyone. They always say, well, that's just common sense. Well, common sense is not common to everyone. So don't ever think that your thoughts, your experiences are so far fetched, and especially how you've come through your experiences. When people talk to me and they talk about the challenges that they may have encountered in their personal or professional life, and the fact that they got through, I tell them immediately, that's your testimony. That's your testimony. And when God gives you your testimony, you need to share that with others. You don't take that to the grave and just say, oof, I got through that and that's all that matters. When you get through, it's for you to pull others through too. Pull back your hands and grab onto someone and pull them up, because they may not have had the strength for themselves that you had. They may not have had that support that you had. They may not have had that aha moment to make them change courses just in time before getting impacted, before getting run over. And so you had that. So be that for them. Let them know that it may seem rough right now, but it's going to get better. Trouble don't last always. That is so true. That's a famous gospel song. Trouble don't last always, because we've been made to endure for the night, and God will get you through. But it's about recognizing when you have gone through and gotten through. Sometimes we forget. We go through the challenge and we're like so beat up and beat down from it. And when we get through it, we're just like, whoo, I'm glad I'm done with that. And you like get amnesia, it seems like, and your mind is wiped clear of what you just experienced. And you don't realize that you have received some valuable nuggets, some things that's going to help you get through to the next spot. But because you just disregarded those valuable lessons that you just went through, that you just learned, it's going to be tough for you again. So if you find yourself living in a life where everything just seems to always compile up, that one thing after another keeps happening in your life, that it's just, oh, it's just a circle that you keep finding yourself running around like a hamster wheel, it's because you're not gleaning from those lessons that are being taught. God is you the way and you're not applying it the next time. You're starting all over as if you don't have the tools to get you through. So pay attention to the things that you're going through and what have helped you to get through it. Is it your strength? Is it your mind? Is it your skill? Is it your previous experience that wow, okay, I did this before, so let me do it just like this again. I might have to elevate it a little bit. I might have to do it for a little bit longer or a little bit shorter, but you know that you have done it before, so you can do it again. And that's why transferable skills are so, so valuable, because when a company sees that you can do something or have done something, they know you can do it again. They know that, you know what? I may not have that person do it just like they did it, but what I have for them to do, if they can do that, I know they can do this. So when you know you've gone through that, you got to know you can get through this. So you have to believe that for yourself. No one else can believe it for you. No one else can want it more for you. You have to believe that for yourself. So understand those skills that you have, that you are so worthy, that you are valuable to, and you have all of those valuable nuggets in your bag. Don't let them fall out. Don't forget to pick them up. Put them in your bag because they are going to carry you through to your next destination. And trust, everything that we do in life, there's going to be some type of roadblock, some type of barrier that we're going to have to go over or around or even under sometimes. But as long as you get to it, you're going to get through it. Don't turn back. Don't say, "Oh, here we go again." Look at it as a great challenge. That's why I call it challenges. I don't call it things that are going bad. I don't look at it as the weary, the low, the dark, the bad. I look at it as a challenge, as a great thing, because I'm about to learn something. When I finish with this, oh, I'm going to be so much better. I'm working on a big project right now, and y'all, that thing is so huge. It is so big. And as I'm going through it, I know that once I'm done, it's gonna be a game changer. It's going to be another level, another huge skill that I have that not too many people have. And yeah, I might be doing it kicking and screaming sometimes, like, oh my goodness, this is low key a thorn in my side. But on the other hand, I also understand the value behind it. And it keeps me encouraged to continuously do my best and not to drop the ball. I may not be doing it fast and furious because I'm sure that it's right, but that's why it's taking me so long to do it. But I know that when it's done, it will be done and well, done well. And that is part of your brand. How well are you completing those challenging tasks? How well are you carrying yourself? You carrying yourself like you lost? No, carry yourself like you won. And you won because you were in the game in the first place. I remember when my husband played, I used to always have binoculars. I would take them to every single game that I went to that he played in. And when I would be at the games, I would just have the binoculars on him. I would never like look at the entire game. I would look at the score. I would look at the yard that they were on. I would look at what inning or what quarter they were in. I said inning like it was baseball. But I would look and, just to see how much time we have left in the game. But I would always have my binoculars on him because we are a partner, we're a partnership. And so after the games, we would discuss how did he do? Because we all live in a game of life. And if your team does well, but you didn't, then you have things to work on. If you did well and your team didn't do well, your team has things to work on. But overall, you will always have things to work on. But that's what you have to focus on, you and what you can do. That's why talking about what other people are doing or not doing, that's not your business. What are you doing? How are you doing what you're doing? The successes of other people, all that should show you is that it's there for you too. Okay, cool. They got it. I know it's out there. I can get it too. But you can't base your efforts on someone else's success. You have to go out and get it yourself and think about what you're doing to get that, to get there. So, listen, this is just my Monday night drive home. It's been a long day, and I'm just here to just maybe share a nugget of two. I hope you all are picking something up from this live. Again, I'm going live every day for 90 days. I have 5 more days. Is it five? There's no way that I can be at day 85. Days are going by so fast, but on my 90th day, I'm having a celebration because that's going to be my sweet 16. 16 years of being on YouTube is on June 30th. And I can't believe I've been on one social media platform for that long. But I remember when social media started. I remember when Facebook started, when YouTube started, Twitter. Oh my goodness. Twitter was the most interesting platform. I could not understand it at first. What? What are people saying? How do you see them? What's going on? People really weren't posting a lot of pictures on it. It was just a lot of words. And I just could not understand how it was going to be so impactful. And now we have so many different options. Before Facebook was popular, it was MySpace, it was always something, Instagram. And it's just really interesting how things have continued to evolve. People are still coming up with new platforms, and the beat goes on. So that to me, it shows too that there's more possibility. There's still room to grow. So don't think it's over. It's just the ones that have been here for the longest, they have to continuously reinvent themselves, just like YouTube had to reinvent themselves with adding shorts. They weren't going to add shorts at first. It was looking at TikTok like, what's that? But now they saw the value. They started losing people coming on to YouTube, so they added the shorts. So what's going on in your life that you may need to add something or take something away or upgrade? When was the last time you did a life edit and looked into, how am I going to improve how I'm doing what I do? There's a lot of opportunity out there, y'all. I just heard of um, someone, I can't even believe it, how much he's charging, for his services, contract wise. And I'm just like, yo, are people, please tell me, no, don't tell me people are paying that for that. But it's everything is possible. You package it right. You have your testimonies where people have utilized your services and have succeeded in one area or another in their life. Oh, it's out there. People are willing to pay what it takes to get to the next level. And it's just interesting. Now, I just don't agree if people, you know, really don't have those outcomes to show, or they're so novice, but they're so priced out at the same time. How are you this new? I'm not saying you can't be new and just starting out, absolutely. But if you're doing that, you have to also price yourself reasonably, because you don't want to price yourself out where you're missing out on contracts because you overpriced. So you have to definitely do your due diligence and see what's the going rate, what's going on. This person, I know that they have overpriced. They price themselves out of a lot of great opportunities. And sometimes when you price yourself out, even if an organization or a company would have used your services, because you priced yourself out so high, they won't come back to you. They won't tell you that you priced yourself out. They just won't respond. Like you just will realize, wait, they didn't use me. They didn't use my services. I sent a proposal and I never heard back from them. And that's because you priced yourself out. And they, they're not going to disrespect you. If you think you worth $30,000, for however many sessions, then who are they to tell you to drop your price? If you're going to drop your price, that means you wasn't worth that in the first place. So that's why whatever your price is, you have to stand 10 toes down on it and, you know, be able to justify too why your price points are so extraordinary. What are your outcomes? What have you done for other people? What is the evidence that you're worth that much? But don't try to negotiate yourself down to, oh, you don't have 30,000. I'll take 20,000 or 15,000. What? But then how you charging 30,000 in the first place? And of course, negotiation is a thing, absolutely. But a lot of organizations, because they take bids from so many different vendors, they don't need to negotiate with you. They're just going to find the person with the best price. And that's what happens. And you will just look around and you'll look at the calendar and be like, wait a minute, I submitted that proposal like 60 days ago and I still haven't heard anything. Well, that's why. So understand your value, yes, and get paid your worth, yes, but also read the room. Read the room. Understand what type of organization you are really working with. Understand what your outcomes have been and how much money you have saved or made for your clients and quantify that in your goals. That's what they want to see. They don't want to see, oh, I made 10 people feel good today, or I made, five people they were all better, better at what they did or whatever. I mean, that's a good outcome, but if they were better at what they did they take initiative? Did they implement something new that saved the company money because of the coaching or the services that you provided? If so, you need to put that in. Stories tell, people tell, stories sell. So what's the story behind your results? That's going to be very important, especially nowadays. So many people are in need of, finding that additional support to take them to that next level or to take them to any level. People trying to figure it out, especially after C-19. People trying to figure out, like, who am I? What am I? I'm realizing life is too short. I don't want to continue to do what I had to do because it doesn't make me happy. I don't fulfilled when I do that kind of work. I need something that's going to give me more purpose and some place where I can be a better contributor. But they don't know how to get there. So they definitely reach out to people to help them figure that out. And if you are that person that they're reaching out to, you need to be able to showcase how you've helped others overcome those same types of challenges. You know, um, I get it. We all want to help people and help them get to the next level in their careers, in their life, or what have you. But we also, especially if we're spending good money, we want to see, okay, how'd you do that before? Like, how did you do that for that other person or that other group? Because I might need something like that. I need to know that you are capable of doing that. um and a lot of people just are not. That's not how they're doing it. And even if they do have a track record, they're not effectively putting it into their proposals. They just think all they need are all these words, just like a resume. All I need is to put a lot of words on my resume. My resume is 3 pages, and yeah, and I've just told them a lot of things. Well, did you? What picture did you paint, and what are you trying to achieve after or with that document? Are you trying to get them to hire you? Are you trying to get them as another client, as a business partner? What are you trying to do? So you definitely want to do everything with more intention and don't just have like a template type of document when you submit it to gain someone's business. You want to customize it according to what they need. So that requires doing research on who they are and what has their gaps and downfalls, and figure that out. But y'all, I made it home and I'm gonna go in here and see what my peeps are doing. My youngest is going home to, or back. I don't want to call it home. I feel like we are home, but she's going back tonight, and want to just kind of sit with her for a while. I had a great weekend with my family. I'm telling you, I don't take them for granted at all. I feel very fortunate and blessed to have them. I'm honored to be the wife and mother to my family. It didn't have to be, and I know that. So I just wanted to come on here, and I hope everyone had a great Monday. This is a jump start of a fabulous week. Y'all, June is almost over. Can you believe it? I know y'all probably like, Coach Sherry, you are always saying that. But listen, the days are going by fast. So you have to live with purpose. Do something every day that you are proud of. Even if you don't accomplish it, but you moved forward and through it and you've made a step towards finishing that goal. But every day you need to have something that you're proud of. Every day you need to be impactful in some kind of way. Live the life that you want to lead and be that person that you want to be remembered as every single day. Not just sometimes, not just one and done, but every day for sure. Hey, Olivia Love. Listen, I'm trying to get it in. It was great seeing you this evening, too. And I'm at the end of this live. I'm at day 85, and I'm just so proud of myself. And if you can't, in your day, start your day saying that you are proud of yourself, then you need to do something that you are proud of. Because, listen, we only get through this life once. Just one time. We have this one shot to make, and we got to make it count. And that's why every day is practice. Listen, even in practice, people are still telling you how good you've done. Even in practice, you still can improve on how you may be doing something, improve on a process that you're doing, improve a weakness, continue to strengthen those strengths. But even at practice, you should be seen as doing your best. And that is why when you get into that game, you will be your best and you will continue to win. So that's all I have for you, everyone. Continue to stay safe, and I will see you tomorrow. And also look out for my Biltmore Estate videos. I have so many pre-records that I want to share because, again, I was not able to go live all throughout the house, but I have some great footage of the basement. The basement is the place. So again, thank you for tuning in. For those of you that are new, I appreciate your support. If you have not yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and the bell so that you could be notified when I go live, as well as if you enjoyed this video. I know it was a little bit all over the place, but if you've enjoyed it, be sure to give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment and let me know what your thoughts are. How was your Monday? What's going on with you? Good night to you, Olivia Love, and to those of you that were not able to make it down into the chat. For those of you checking this out on the replay, thank you. Your support is everything to me. All right, everyone, take care. I am Coach Sherry.